JSAS in a really rough mood. Rest and food generally. Bed-wise, there's work being done. We're going with a bit steel because it's most convenient. While wood would be the way to go, we don't really have a whole lot of wood currently because we're not chopping it down, because I don't think I have anybody for plant cutting currently. We got other stuff going on. Here you were, minding your time, developing, get pushing and such. Time flies when you have fun. Teach their own. I think, oh, no, I could see myself getting, if I actually knew how to program, I could see myself doing that for like 5 days straight without even realizing I haven't eaten. Grandma Assassin was a thing. Yeah, absolutely. She's still out there somewhere terrorizing somebody. That was very much something. Our guy with knife, being a pro assassin with 18 melee skill with his shiv, took out like 3 of my colonists, decided to kidnap who they couldn't leave, but as they crossed the river, the person they were kidnapping apparently regained consciousness and just like escaped, and she just continued to mine through and left somewhere over here. That was insane. I think that might be the first time I've ever had one of my colonists wake up and get out of the grasp, I suppose, of a kidnapper. That was insane. She'll be back with her bingo partners. God, please no. God damn it. Yeah, well, we got to get like the basics going for these guys. Infection 17%, immunity 14%, so you need to generally lay down. Just a nice medical sleeping spot. That was, yeah, Jumper XL. Rest until healed. And now you're working on the heal route. We do need heal route. We were going with Psychoid because I had somebody of chemical interest, and Psychoid would be a cool thing to get going. But we lost the chemical interest. So now we're going back to heal route. Ugh. These, we don't really need to re-sow anymore. And we're going with generally daylilies here because it's a bit better. Although I'm not even convinced this is making it... Well, it is slightly impressive. It is slightly impressive. So there is that. And this one will be a little more steel, so this might be like... I don't know. Maybe a bit better. A little bit. The man with gun, welcome, welcome, grabbing some food. What are you eating, the man? Bring enough for everybody. I'm actually not hungry, like, at all. Holy shit, I had a huge dinner. Meatballs, rice, salad. Oh, jeez. Construction's being done by JSAS, who's also doing the cooking and hunting and growing. Right. Right. Okay. So that's the thing. We're getting a torch in here so we get a little bit of light so we're not working in the dark anymore. Going for the field stove so we don't have to worry about the campfire anymore, because again, wood is generally no problem. I just have to be a lot better about chopping wood. Which, yeah, there we are. Food-wise, we're doing quite okay. 15 meals, 250 rice. We got 117 corn. There's a big, like, corn drop pod that landed at some point in time. Recurve bow being urgent importance. I don't have a general storage up yet, so we'll say... Attackers, like, come up and through here, so I'd like to not store stuff out there. Because I quite like that they come up and around that way. I think that's great. But yeah, we need generally some sort of storage going on. More than that. Oh, who would be doing the mining? We're not sure. Monkey Revenge. Fuck. Jay says, can he outrun a monkey? 4.3 movement speed. That's a yes. But only just. Yeah, come on back home. Mudeno with your shotgun. come on over. It's a lot of mad monkeys, man. Oh, and you've got food poisoning too. Right, like everybody had food poisoning. Right, that's the thing. I think we might actually have to hide inside the dining room, actually. I don't know if we can beat this many monkeys. Take one more quick shot, and then keep running. Not up by the insects, though. Okay, yeah, you're just gonna run out there and die is what's gonna happen. So just come inside. Jumper XL, you as well. Come on in. We're gonna have to just, like, hunker down. Wet it out. Fuck, man. Close that behind you, please. Whoosh. Okay. Okay, everybody business as usual. Just keep all this repaired. They'll eventually leave. It should be okay when they go to bed, which I would like to think happens kind of sort of soon-ish. Maybe? I don't know. Fuck, man. It doesn't take much. Well, I guess we could go through the priorities and see if we can figure out what the heck we're doing with this. JSAS, definitely do the cooking, because you're the only one with burning passion. You're the only one who could maybe one day possibly not give us food poisoning every time you touch food. That means hunting-wise is secondary. You're also going to help out with the construction. Jumper XL mostly doing the growing. Alright, we need sleeping spots in there. And one of them medical for Jumper XL. Yeah, I don't think you're beating that. Not sure on that. It's looking not good. The monkey sounds... The animal sounds in this game just overall are really weird to me. I never met a monkey in person. I'm not sure they sound like this. Growing with both JSAS and Jumper. Jumper mostly being the grower though, because JSAS is going to be busy with construction and cooking for the most part. Plant cutting one, yes, sure, definitely. Tethering and crafting if ever there's anything queued up for that. Sure, I suppose. And yeah, Mudino's doing the research generally. Come on, Jumper. He's now downed. It's so extreme. He's just too far behind. We don't have any medicine for him. Can be tended in 0.5 hours. That'll be Mudino. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Tend. And then feed. It was close. It was real close. That's enough though. Hello the Yet, how you doing? Good afternoon / evening, how you doing? One of the hot potato wares, ladies and gentlemen, the Yet. Ah, there goes Jumper. That was actually surprisingly close considering we had no medicine at all. A fine try. They about done yet? Is it just the one? It is just the one. And you've got... You've re-gotten food poisoning, I think. Jesus Christ. Alright. Fine. I don't care. I'm not upset about that at all. I guess this one's just never going to sleep. Alright, well, we'll try gunning it down. Just don't wanna. Also not hugely motivated to fight me, it seems. Fine by me. So, between JSAS and Udeno, JSAS cooks. You're gonna have to hunt. Although, mining, don't do that right now unless it's something like super chill that will never retaliate, because your food poisoning and all that. Probably just don't even hunt for a little bit. I think we're okay with food. Yeah, I'm doing pretty okay. Had one of those like massive killer migraine headaches pretty much the entire day. That sucked, but it's getting better. Overall, just been a bit lazy. The weather overcast and gray, not a whole lot going on. I guess cook, then construct, then grow. Mudinho, I guess research? You don't really do a whole lot. You've hardly heard of plant cutting somehow. That's okay. Maybe cleaning one. How about that? At least keep the area clean. We got more beds. We can sew the plants in there, make them nice and pretty again. That was a complex furniture for actual beds. Hello, Just Ace. How you doing? Don't think there's a lot I can do for you. Intense pain from the food poisoning, yeah. Drowsy, awful barrack, but that should be going away soon. -7 for an awful barrack. Goodness gracious. Oh, chemical one. Oh, you had chemical fascination on you. All right, never. I thought we were out of chemical people. Ooh. All right. Well, Berry Jumper XL. Not that we have his body hanging around for too long. All right. Berry Jumper XL. Not that we have his body hanging around for too long. Mudino's he's just having a wander in the rain. It's fine. Ooh, pizza, Just Days. Pizza sounds good. I had a tuna pizza, I think, last night? Day before? Could go for more pizza, though. And there's always room for pizza. I mean, as long as you keep up with the growing, we got food under wraps. It's just a matter of, I think, waiting? Yeah, tuna, onion. Cheese, obviously. He knows about it. Here, how about we have a little stockpile in here for, like, specifically weapons and apparel. How about that? Just a little tiny one. If we keep up with the rice in the rich zone, and also the corn, and we shingle between the two of those, I don't think we'll ever have to do hunting. So you guys can sit here with food poisoning all you want, doesn't really matter. Waiting for that monkey mood in his room to, like, eat its way out. I know it will. Preemptively give that room to him. A spicy meat feast pizza. Spicy meat feast. So pepperoni, ham, burger, bacon probably. So beef and ham, effectively. But probably like spicy pepperoni. DK died. Ate without table. Colonist died. Uncomfortable. Underground or outdoors. Soaking wet. Slept on the ground in an awful bedroom in the heat and it's just ugly where you are. Yeah. Things I can do about that. Not a whole lot. The recreation keeping you going is nice. I think we're just waiting? There's not much I can do. Mudinho was starving, but literally not my problem. He should feed himself. You prefer more advanced former life forms on your pizza with like a cannibalism pizza, Gala? What's that even mean? Did we lose another person? You just went to make a coffee. No, we always had two people. It's okay. No problem. Seriously, feed yourself. What the fuck? You're capable of doing this. There he goes. Man. And visitors, I guess we'll take a look. Oh, he's back. Both of you are a bit terrible. Technically, you're better with talking. Are they not trading? They're just literally hanging around. Well, what's the point then? Ah, alright. Broken arrow. It's not suspicious. We did. Honest. Always just the two people. The whole time. Okay, and this is also going to be... I think I had a meal stockpile here too. But just vaporized in some transition of stuff and things. Expand it out and also put raw food there, I guess. Generally everything. Let us tell you about the Santa hat. Yeti still denies it happened. It didn't happen. There is no Santa hat. Don't listen to their lies. It's so strange to me that they would rather go up and around this way rather than just go up the river a little bit. Solar flare doesn't affect me at all. Like, it's only 30% here for just, I don't know, some tiles. Is it really... Is this really faster? Hold on, let's do a quick test. Let's find out. Same starting position. They were generally hanging around up in this area. To be fair. Malnutrition trivial. You'll be fine. So come up here. Well, you just go the normal way. We'll go to this tree, how about? Mudinho, though. Was it that tree as I was going to? Yeah, roughly. Go for it. Try it. See what happens. Well, Jace has is going down the smart way. What about the attackers, then? Why are they being stupid about it? I don't get it, because, like, it's massively quicker just to take the river. Bang, you're there. I don't understand. Water is usually avoided. But why? There's no purpose to it. They get a debuff. I don't think it's a debuff that actually affects anything, though. Like, it's, like, for combat, for raiders and all that, like, the actual... Your movement stat affects your ability to dodge in melee combat, but your movement speed doesn't actually affect it at all. So if you're going through a really slow terrain, it doesn't actually bother you at all whatsoever. Soaking wet for the mood debuff, you really think they're avoiding the water for that? So if it's not raining, then they'll take the mountain way to stay dry? Even though they have to cross the river at some point and they're too stupid just to get it over with now? Weird. Weird to me. It's really weird to me. I don't know, guys. Did we get wood? 387 wood. That's okay for a bit. I think the monkey, I think it's just eating my flowers, actually, this monkey. Didn't realize to be able to eat just live flowers like that. I guess keep working on some of the bedrooms, because we got nothing else going on, really. May as well. With complex furniture done, we can get proper beds made. Oh my god, this thunder. Kidding me with this? It's so loud. Go, JSS, go! We can also do wood floors, but I can't go over the marshy soil with wood floor. But I could bridge, but you can't then floor a bridge, unfortunately, so there's not a whole lot of point doing that. And we'll say Chase has to have that bedroom, like an actual bed. It's still super warm in there. We could generally sort that with a couple vents and a passive cooler. So maybe cancel that bed down there. Fuck, thunder is so loud. Good God. Ugh, my ears. Spacecraft, not terribly far away. Will be handy one day when I need the components, but you know, you can actually have a proper bed. Okay. Oh, there's a wise leopard in there. Oh, jeez. Why don't we bury the guy? That explains where that observed rotten corpse came from. I was wondering why that's still around. Maybe hold this door open too so we can get the monkey out of here. Having a nice chat about vomit. That's a good icebreaker. Do you want to leave? Heck yes, okay. Good deal. Stay out of here. And then we can get a third bed set up. Don't care about the quality. And that'll be 3 bedrooms. Generally. I guess I'll just get rid of all of them, because they're gonna roof up all the bedrooms. Generally should keep it cool. And I guess just do whatever you want to do with all that. Wooden walls in a forest thunderstorm are perfect camouflage. Yeah, well, see, the thing about wood, though, I always get yelled at for doing wood, but I'm not doing all steel. We don't have that much steel. But people are always giving me shit for going with the, fucking... RimWorld's audio balancing is garbage. It's so bad. Ugh. People always giving me crap for going with the wood, but, like, in times like this, it's obviously the best way to go, really, because there's wood just generally everywhere. Wood and then stone. Depending where I am, if there is like a bunch of steel around, I'll just go ahead and go with steel and then eventually turn it over into stone. Very rarely do I ever just go with the stone straight away, because to me that's just like a huge waste of time right at the start. Like, I'd rather just get some sort of a shack built. But you could also just go with wood and then down the road concrete around, and just like a 3-wide concrete fire stop works just fine. You don't have to worry about some like wildfire fucking them up. A Lester and the Heat Wave. A 27-year-old gatherer named Lester is calling for help, hiding from a malfunctioning climate control satellite. What? The satellite targeting you? Wants to flee and join me. Sure, but he doesn't want to tell me about himself because of reasons. It's a colonist. An 8-day heat wave, though? I mean, passive cooler it up. We can generally manage. We don't have that much to keep cool. So, I guess we go for it. It's still strange to me that it's a functioning climate control satellite targeting specifically this person. We'll do it, though. Hiya, Hops. How you doing? Yeah, exactly, Talus. I'm being chased by the weather. Can I join you? No. Except yes, because I really need another person. Holy shit. There's the heat wave. And there's Luster. Luster is addicted to ambrosia. Nice. Really good at melee. Great memory. Slothful. Okay. Slothful reducing work speed by 35%. Well, you know how to do plant stuff. So I guess growing, plant cutting. I suppose she can maybe be like the new crafter. And then clean then haul. I suppose. And we've got Galu. Welcome in, Galu. I guess it's a simple life, but they can at least like defend themselves, and they came in with a Devil's Strand parka, which is kind of cool. I'm okay with that, I think. So come on up, have a steel club. You already got a bedroom. This is, I guess, a prison for now. I guess. Do up a lot more plant cutting. Make sure we get enough wood for the fuel for the passive coolers. Which I might need more of, depending. Are you guys going to get around to roofing this, or no? Builder Fairy. I will tell you to do it then. How about? He's on it. I thought maybe by just setting it back to ignore, it just like default over to whatever. Fuck, man, that's 56 degrees Celsius. That's 133 Fahrenheit we currently have here out of nowhere. Good God. Need wood. You're holding wood. Jesus Christ, we didn't know on a food bench because you're hot? Fine. Holy shit. Maybe forbid these, like, don't bother. Make sure we get a plenty of wood for the fuel for that. I actually go into the quality builder settings. I just don't really want quality builder by default. Oh, we'll leave it at that. Still doing great on food. Like, that's no problem. I'm thinking we get more passive coolers around. And you should be smart enough to stay indoors when you get hot. I think. Oh, that's not a whole lot of wood from these. Ah, it's chopping a lot of these at like the bare minimum growth. I see. Decently grown trees. I'm not sure. Figure it out. Somewhere out there. I'm sure there's some out there somewhere. Cowboy hats prevent the soaked debuff? I think from rain, maybe. Last couple of streams keep repeating for you. It's weird. Streams repeating? Like it just like keeps auto-playing the same couple, or? Why 41 rice? I feel like the song is loud too. I feel like just everything is loud today. Maybe it's just me. How hot is Germany? Well, currently we're hanging around like, I think 15 Celsius, but it's been generally overcast and rainy the past little while where we are. Typically it's been crawling up to a bit over 20 Celsius. It'll get to like mid 30s for a couple weeks or so. Last few years it's been getting hot though. I think last year it got up over 40 degrees. Horrible. How about plant cut, then grow for Galu at least? We need wood. Lots of wood. Just all of it. Become a beaver. Give me all of it. $31 in there. 33-ish here. Doing great. We're not getting heat stroke though. Okay, well, Galu was built. He was outside for a little while. Indoors, we're not getting heat stroke, so that's good. Yeah, that's nice now. No problem. I think for research, we make the jump to electricity. I think that might be generally the way to do it. Stone cutting is tempting, but I'm gonna go for the electricity. Well, I guess don't haul urgently, it's fine. It'll probably get used up refueling. And also building. I think we can go ahead and unforbid these now too. Yeah, that's another thing too. There's no air conditioning here in Germany. I don't know if many people in Germany overall have it, but around here it's definitely not a thing. Because it's only super hot for just like a few weeks typically. So it's like you just kind of you put up with it and you soldier on through it basically. Because there's no point having this air conditioner for just a couple weeks out of the year, you know. It's a bit of a waste of money. And generally people are really like energy conscious here, so they don't really want this thing running unless it's really super efficient, and then they only want it like, you know, bare minimum and all that. Which is a pretty drastic difference to what I'm used to in America. Like, basically the complete opposite. America is just like, fuck it, who cares, you know? We do have marble. Granted, marble flagstone, but if we research stone cutting, we could do proper, like, marble tile. It's a little bit tempting. I think I continue going for the electricity, though. I think that'd be a really good thing to have. But next up, I guess keep all these clean. That clean. That little stockpile doesn't really matter. And I guess the doormats, keep those clean too. Oh, Galu up bright and early with the wood cutting. Very nice, although the heat wave seems to have come down quite a lot, only 37°C overnight. That's a 2.9 days out of the 8 days? 8 days. Alright, what's the Beamer and Pirates thing? Oh, I completed that. Oh, okay. Right, got it. Never mind. Should also see about running for that insect jelly. The elephants would be a very tempting hunt to try to get a tusk, because that'd be a really cool melee weapon to have early on. It's also somewhat tempting to mine out the uranium and make just a basic uranium club with that, but holy shit, is that such a waste. Like, such a complete waste. I would need smithing, I think. What is it for the cool clubs, like the Warhammer and stuff? Oh, okay, long blades, apparently. Bit of a jump. The uranium Warhammers are pretty good, though. Something to consider down the road. For now, just generally hanging out, though. Not much happening. I'd like to get a little like workshop setups just so we have a separate area for the research to happen. I guess we can do that and get a few research benches set up so we just pound through the research with everybody while they're doing nothing. They may as well do that. No wood stockpiled because it needs to be hauled in. Around that, we can see about urgently hauling that. That's okay. Some of that's kind of far off. But we'll see about doing, I guess we can see about doing steel. Get a little freezer type area set up for later on, because I think I'm going to be keeping the garden down here. So we can go ahead and make this a freezer. Into the butcher room. I could just have a door so it's completely separate from the kitchen. EDF. Which will be here.
I think I have missed a month anyway. Here you go.
Oh, Dark Mar, thank you very much with Twitch Prime 4 months. Yeah, you don't have a streak anymore. You might have missed a month. But thank you, Dark Marth. How you doing? Good to see you. And then just a dining room area. Probably just like that. I think that's big enough. I mean, the bigger the better with it, really, because I'd like to turn this also into the recreation room. And there's nothing saying we have to keep this little thing. Although that would be a nice, like, general stockpile room just to get us going. But if I intend on not really keeping it around, could see about something like that. Mine that out and smooth the wall a bit. So we get some smooth wall, some smooth floor, the rest of it like some sort of nice tile going on. Down here would be the butcher. Put in a wood door for now, I'll be cheap with it. Kitchen into the freezer. And then folks can generally come on in like this way or so. Something like that. A bit of a construction project, but they'll manage. Hello, Mrs. Feanor. How you doing? Good afternoon. Happy to have you. Tails, haven't seen snow that stays for longer than a few hours in years. You know, same, actually, because Kentucky never really had snow. Kentucky was funny with snow. Like, if there was like a few centimeters of snow on the ground, they'd be like, oh shit, panic mode. Schools are closed. And they'd go into an absolute panic. If there's anything like queued up to come and the weather said, oh no, there's snow on the horizon, people would panic and go to the stores and buy up like everything they possibly could because they're afraid of like a power going out, which is a fair concern because they don't trim branches in Kentucky either. So you got all these tree branches hanging over power lines and a branch falls during a storm, power's out for a few hours. It's like I kind of see where they're coming from, but they're just not used to snow down there, which is funny because I'm from Northern Illinois originally, and snow there is pretty normal. Mrs. Feanor doing alright? Finally decided to pull the trigger on getting a babysitter for a couple days a week so you can focus on work without coming back downstairs to absolute chaos. Hey, that's probably worth it. I mean, I don't have a kid or anything like that, but anything just to like... anything to take the edge off a little bit, you know? Kentucky, she describes it, seems like a third world country? No comment. No comment. Ooh, Ambrosia Sprout. Hey, we got an Ambrosia boy in our colony, so this is great. I was wondering when we'd get this. Because we do have Cassandra as a storyteller, and Cassandra, for whatever reason, is obsessed with Ambrosia. There we go. It's funny, on YouTube, like, this is just the way that people do this, and if you don't do this, people tell you to do it this way. But on Twitch, people yell at you if you do it this way, and they're just like, no, just fucking block off the whole thing. It's funny to me. I think I got it all right. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Nope, I missed one down there. There we go. Thank you, Tails. Got it. Cassie addicted to Ambrosia? She seems to be, yeah. It's like Cassandra and Ambrosia, and Colin is biting each other during social fights. The two just absolutely normal RimWorld things nowadays. I don't know why, it is. And I guess we can deconstruct that also and turn that into steel too. We got the steel set to be mined down there, but no active miner. Mining would be done by Mudino or JSAS. JSAS is too busy with the construction. So I guess when we're out of steel, you get around to doing that. It's kind of okay, I guess. Oh, jeez. For my sanity, can we please... Mad Tortoise. A local tortoise has gone mad. Just the one. Just the one. Just the one. Phew. Okay. Man, you wouldn't think it, but like... all the tortoises on the map going Manhunter is actually one of the most annoying events to happen in the game because you never know when it's over. They're so slow. You never know when it's over. And I set it for hunting. We didn't know at some point having a quick meal first. He should be able to handle that, I would think, right? Like, when not drafted attack. Maybe just ignore on everybody. Because I want you to be, like, smart about this hunt. It's a tortoise. You can outrun it. Even with food poison, you can outrun it. I promise you. Jesus. What's going on, Galu? Swelteringly hot. Ambrosia withdrawal. Hauling some wood. Okay. Look at you flanking it, man. Watch out, Galu. Don't be that stupid. Okay, he's got it. You may as well haul it at this point. You may as well also get the tortoise. Please tell me you're picking up the tortoise too. Oh, god damn it. Pick up the tortoise. Haul the wood. Drop the tortoise in there. Or in there, that's fine too. On the passive cooler, that's okay. That's fine. If only we could get like a tortoiseshell helmet, you know? That'd be cool. Where's that clip with the elephant manhunter thing? I don't know if I have an elephant manhunter clip, do I? Only tortoises behave like IRL. They can actually run like hell if angry. How fast can tortoises go? I think somebody with food poisoning, afraid of shitting themselves, could still outrun a mad tortoise. I would think. I do have an elephant manhunter clip. Alright. Manhunters is scary. He lost a colony to a huge muffalo. Oh god. I read Muffalo Man and I had just like Dwarf Fortress flashbacks there. A Muffalo Man hunting pack. Oh. Ugh, they're so fuzzy. They're basically just a Yeti, right? I mean, that's basically a Yeti. A Muffalo Man. No? How much longer on this? Oh, like 2 more days. Yeah, Manhunter packs, if you don't wall in, Manhunter packs will absolutely annihilate you. And if you do wall in, but don't know how to prevent sappers, sappers will just annihilate you. One of the, like learning stages, I think, in RimWorld. It's a bit of a process. What is the stockpile? With the 1 piece of meat on it. Ah. Okay. How about we just turn this into medicine, I guess? Critical importance, and this is like kind of a mix of everything. I hate it, but it is what it is for the moment. WRT Sappers, any new insights on that strange behavior you saw during testing? Yeah, some of the comments actually highlighted it. So if you have a turret set up and it's watching walls in an area, sappers will try to avoid that within reason. Somebody said 100 tiles. I don't know the exact number, I can't confirm. But they will just like tuck their head and just bear through and run their face into a turret if they have to. Because they decided that like if the turret's range is just like this whole area down here, a sapper may decide to just like come in through here real quick because it's just like it's a real fast job, and they figure like it's fine. It beats going around this massive way to get around the normal way. So in cases like that, you would want to be doubling up the turrets. So if you've got a really long sheath around your colony and you've got turrets spattered in there, the minimum distance apart, well, I guess maximum distance apart from one another, so they just barely watch every single wall, you'll still have sappers come through. So it's good to have turrets overlapping on certain zones, just to further ensure that sappers won't just brave through it. What the hell was that? Called Gala with Caribou? Well, I mean, his colonist is acting a bit strange recently, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. He's having a quick build to think about it. Wait, that was a medicine stockpile. Nah, well, we don't have medicine anyway, at least for now. Soon, though. Really soon. Okay. Butcher table in. I'll reinstall the research table down to here as well. So you have your own little room for it. Oh. It's a terrible room, but it gets it out of here. It might be better, I'm not sure. Wait, no, the temperature is horrible in there. No, probably don't do that. Move it back. What are you doing? Move it back. It's so hot down there. How you doing, Medino? Jeez. Forgot we still have the heat wave. Yeah, Alexandra, hello, hello. Finally caught you streaming again. Hope stream goes okay. You'll be lurking. Hey, good to see you. Hope you're doing all right. Have a nice lurk. 200 IQ move is to manipulate the sapper AI to strip mine for you. Oh, that'd be tough to do. That'd be real tough. Or just insect hives, like just dig into a mountain deep or something like that and just let the infestation happen up there. if it's the only area an infestation can happen, then especially if you get a quest, it's like, oh, do this or else an infestation will happen. Then you're just like, fine, do it. And then they pop out there and they just mine the whole thing out for you. Demand can't find the clips section. It should be, I'm assuming you have the new UI. It should be under a videos thing and then one of the categories there. I don't know though, man. Which layout? Really just any website UI change. I don't think they have a purpose. Like, even if a website looks like it's straight from the 90s, if people can find what they're after, it's fine. Don't change it. That's the issue. It's not there. It could be something on my end, maybe? I mean, we're mostly just waiting for the colony to do its thing currently, so I can actually see if maybe there's a setting thing on my end that I can do. Oh, break risk. Oh, jeez. Where even is... Because I still have the old UI layout on my end. Oh, jeez. Okay, fine. Yeah, I still have the old UI layout, and I don't quite know how to get to the new one, because currently it doesn't have the option available to like, hey, preview the new thing. Vince Thrasher with a, wow, a proper, wow, the guy with a knife with an axe. Cool. Vince the computer with a melee skill. A super immune, jealous, depressive guy. Huh. Huh. Okay. Yeah, sure. Come on over. We'll get generally ready for you. Assuming you still go up this way. Yes. Because I might actually want this guy, so... I could just hide indoors and see if he, like, just goes for the insect hive, because for some reason they target all that. Come on, Gayloop. Got this. Oh, you nailed it. Well done. Good stun lock. Win for the nasty leg. Well done. Well done. You know how to fight. Punched him in the nose at some point, apparently. Why not? Stabbing the bow. Everybody got a piece of him. Nice. Well done, everybody. Clothing wise, anything cool? Button down shirt, duster, pants? The duster, yeah, a little bit, but it's kind of tattered and stuff. I'd like to just strip the duster, because otherwise the way to do this is strip everything and then haul back in the cloth pants and button down shirt into his prison cell. Which, too much work. Too much work, I can't be bothered. Have the X, J Sats, capture Vince, we'll just leave him clothed. We'll see what the recruitment chances. It should be generally okay, we're still pretty early on and don't have many colonists. How much longer on medicine? Not much. So if it comes down to needing medicine for the guy, we can do that. God, the doctor's being on research. Ugh. Ugh. I wish people researching would take a look at other jobs a little more often. Because goodness knows how long this dude would have been sitting in bed bleeding out. Oh yeah, heat stroke. JSAS work on that, please. Gaylude doing okay cleaning some blood? Sure, I guess, why not? Ambrosia withdrawal, just really hot but also wet and your bedroom sucks and it's dark here. And you got insulted a while ago. Man, for like so long, Jesus criminy. Wow, you got some pretty thin skin. Dude like insulted you once, I think yesterday. Caribou. Yeah, 1.1 days ago. Oh, maybe also this. JSAS sniggered at Galu's son's relationship status. Sure, I guess. Hey, you're single like I am. Fuck you, buddy. What? What's that mean? Ambrosia, one of the worst addictions? I typically don't have an issue with it, honestly, because like the game gives you so much ambrosia typically through the little events. I oftentimes just have a whole load of it. Hey, Galu on another food binge because of the ambrosia withdrawal. The penalty for withdrawal, it gets pretty high. -10 currently. I think it gets a bit higher. Maybe not. Maybe that's the extent of it. I might be thinking the chemical binge stuff. Tortoise meat rotting away. Finally, that one piece of meat that was there. Loads of veg still. Like an absolute 650 corn. We've got 149 rice. Just an insane amount. Oh, would be handy if I actually like queued up our meals. Jesus Christ. Good job, me. Good fucking job. Look, do fine meals forever. Just forever. If we got meat, cook it. Make it into fine meals. Otherwise, let's just maintain, I don't know, like 6 meals per colonist. Unpause and we're down to 2 meals per colonist. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, we haven't been doing any cooking at all. Leave it died a psych tea addiction in the royalty series. Yeah, but I think that was the addiction getting a bit higher or so, which reduced their health, their consciousness a little bit through their health, because the addiction just like advanced a little bit, which then reduced their consciousness by just enough to bring her into death, and the game just blamed the addiction for her death, even though that really wasn't the cause. I think. I don't know. You don't do doctoring, do you? Oh, you do. That's exactly what you do. Right, okay. Can't do that. All these dudes just eating like a single little bit of raw corn. There's the food poisoning from corn. Was waiting for it. Having some more rice and fucking corn. Jesus Christ, you guys are gonna get so fat. It's like, here, let me just guarantee your chance to get food poisoning. Thanks, game. It's been longer than a couple days in game since we had food poisoning, so why not? Oh, Jay says, food binging some insect jelly. Nice, that's smart. That's a smart one. Well done, Jay Sass. Beautiful. Phenomenal. 10 out of 10. Fucking idiot. The deserter. Haikai? Kiki? Deserted the army of the Broken Empire, being hunted by a loyalty squad, wants to join us. Knows the location of a couple Psylink neuroformers. Sure. As far as I can tell, there's no reason not to do this, because the Broken Empire will still, like, super duper give you quests to get the goodwill back up. Like, it's not an issue at all. So I think we just say, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, like first thing in the morning too, the insects like would have just woken up a couple hours ago, yeah. Ugh. And people wonder why I was always taking people prisoner to snap them out of their like wanders and everything like that. It's shit like that. Don't they raid you if you accept? Yeah, one trooper's gonna be coming in, but this guy's already coming in with good armor and weapons and stuff. So we can probably take them on without much issue. And the thing that we can raid will probably also just have one person there. And it sticks around for like a really long time, like 60 days or something like that, I think. So I think it's always worth doing it. We'll do it. We'll do it. So how good are you? Quite okay. Ooh, careful shooter too. Sickly, which is super annoying. Ugh. That sucks. And you're a bit sexist. Ugh. All right, well, fine. We will name you. It's it's JSass. JSass is next. Something's wrong with this, I think. This isn't right. I'm hitting pick random too. Okay. Okay, hold on. Maybe. If we can save JSass. I'm kind of not okay with that. What the fuck? Oh. 3 spellopedes. How much longer? 6 hours. Oh, yeah, okay. You're not gonna make that. Yeah, right. I thought we could maybe just like fight the insects real quick and save ya, but no. So try to arrest Galu because we're gonna be attacked here like really soon. Your infection. You are beating it, so that's good. We'll also have herbal medicine for it pretty soon too, so it's not a huge issue. Galu, don't do it. Oh no, Galu, don't do it. Galu, no. No, Galu. There's... Why do you want to pig out on the insect jelly up there? Like, it's clearly fucking... It's clearly hostile. Jay says, you gotta, like, haul ass up there and get... You gotta get him. This isn't okay. Nah, yeah, we don't have meals anymore, so they're just eating raw food, and they're like, oh, the insect jelly is slightly better, so they're just all hauling ass over there to eat that. Ugh. And they're attacking immediately. It's Alamos with a proper assault rifle. Shooting 8, Gourmand Cannibal. Fun times. And asthma.
Glad I could help support you this long.
Oh, the Few, one of the founders, 10 months, thank you very much. How you doing, the Few? Been a little while. Many thanks. Wall up the insect cave? I don't want to wall it up either, because ideally I should be nightly going over and harvesting the insect jelly that's there because it's a really nice supply and it's cool to have on hand. I've just been really bad about doing that. And this is the price I pay. So come along this way. Mood in ho. We're gonna put you on 4 for cooking. See if we can put together like a quick meal. He's just completely ignoring them. He's like, must get the food. Oh, jeez. Death Acidifier, their inventory will melt when they die. So all the stuff that they've got on them, if they die, all of it's gone, including the weapon. Nalo, 15 months, thank you very much. Twitch Prime as well, 15 months straight, thank you very much. Maybe we can hide inside, maybe he goes for the insects. Maybe the problem sorts itself. I'm thinking though, I'm thinking he's already got his target set. Yeah, he's already got his target set. Okay. Fine. Hey. You bashing at my campfire? You asshole. Yeah, that's what I thought. You better run. Man. Wanna go for like a wicked flank? You think we can manage it? Where's he actually going right now? Does he even know where he's going right now? Or are we just like... Are we playing that game that we do? I think we're just doing that thing like just running around on the opposite side, just kiting him around the entire time. Over on this wall, we didn't know pop out. Come up and around. Are you actually like trying to melee me? That's like super impressive if you are, because that's absolutely the right move. Ooh, shot out in the eye. Well done. And there's the acidifier. All right. So yeah, like they have no gear anymore at all. It's all just melted. So their weapon that they had, their armor that they had, it's gone. Which is a shame. That would have been awesome to have. Nice assault rifle. But oh well. I guess we try for it. It's gonna be super fucking quick. Go this way. It's faster. I promise you it's faster. I don't care if you don't want to get wet. Come this way. Oh, these guys. Oh, these guys. Don't have a melee guy. So it's a little bit risky. Good hit. Good hit. We're working on it. Really, we should be JSAS tanking this, because you've got like armor and stuff. Feel free to like shooting things. It's okay. You're allowed. Get you up and in there, and you can tank. All right, that's fine. That's okay. It's whatever. Yeah, okay, you're down. Okay, well, that's that. Man in Black. Was worth a shot, I suppose. Bennett coming by. How terrible are you? Actually, not that bad. Wow, this might be like one of the best Men in Blacks ever. Great memory, Greedy. I mean, shooting 6. I don't think we go with the Man in Black though. I think we call this. Yeah, they got to me a little bit quicker than I thought. I thought we'd be able to gun down this one like real quick, and then get over to the other one, but I guess not. Well, that's okay. That's okay. You feel like I threw both of your guys away without any remorse? Well, the first one, you threw yourself away. The second guy, a little bit, yeah. A little bit. Man, they actually, like, kind of commit a little while. That's impressive. That's okay. Back to the menu. We'll try again. That's okay. Naked Brutality, 5 people, start with nothing. Keeping that up, losing as fun. Stupid fucking name. With Cassandra. A necktie is a seed. I don't know about that. Fuck, how about JSAS as a seed? Apparently it's like all JSAS all the time today. I don't know. Get you fairly crowded? Yeah, join! Exclamation mark join, now's the chance. Do we... Well, let's tentatively, yeah, let's go for it. Closing my eyes, spamming this button, and stopping in 3, 2, 1. Temperate Forest. That's boring. Temperate Forest with a winter. I don't want a temperate forest. Tropical rainforest again. Small hills. Do we want to try a rainforest again? Do we have any biome preferences, actually? It seems like people are generally just kind of okay with whatever. I don't really want to do any of the super extreme ones, like the extreme desert and the ice sheet, because I feel like those, from a gameplay and also watching perspective, are fucking abysmal. Boreal? Boreal's alright. Boreal's a bit standard. Boreal and Arid Shrubland, I think, are really good, like, second steps over, for people learning the game. temperate, like just your standard forest thing to start with, and then once you figure out what you're doing, the arid shrubland and boreal forest are good bets. Boreal being slightly harder than arid shrubland though, because I don't think you can get a boreal that's actually good for the entire year growing period. I don't think that's a thing. Kind of want some snow, maybe just like something of a tundra. It's gonna be a little bit rough, like a lot rough. But we do have a large hills tundra here on a road. Yellow tent guys are neutral. And there's also the Empire up there, the Exodus Empire. Oh, nice. The cannibals. Cool. I wonder what they're all about. Tundra with a river? Does the river still work in the tundra? I don't know, maybe. I would not want to be so far away from people though that we don't have, it's only a creek up over here. It's not the best generation to have a river tundra, it seems. It's a bit meh for that. About with the western coast? Flat with the beach? I hate flat. God. I mean, maybe. It says a really nice looking RimWorld. What's the seed? I don't know, JSass. What was the seed? Dinosaur Claw Prairie, Strange Trowel Mountains, Snail Plateau. Alright. Cold Bog. Oh man. I don't know what's worse, Cold Bog or Swamp. I don't know. I don't think I've done Cold Bog yet though on recording. I'm thinking we go for the large hills on the road. Did I wipe? No, you're just in time. We just started Broken Arrow. It's fine. You never done Cold Bog. It's a swamp basically, but also cold, as if a swamp wasn't bad enough.
Go for huge crossroads or a junction.
Huge crossroads or a junction. Thank you for the bits, Bugged. No, thank you for the sub, Bugged NPC. Twitch Prime, thank you very much. Happy to have you. Semi Jesse. Or Semi Jesse, could be. Maybe one of those. Semi. 500 bits, thank you very much. Huge crossroads or a junction. I mean, I'd be okay with trying a tundra, but we don't really have that great tundra here, so maybe we actually go for like 100%. We'll go with JSass 100%. JSass 9. Let's see how this goes. Maybe we get a slightly better one. And 100% also, so we have more choices. Cold Bog, probably the least played biome overall. I can pretty much guarantee that, yeah. It's nestled in there as one of the most extreme biomes without being the most extreme, because that'd obviously be like the ice sheet and all that. But it's also just too miserable to play on regularly. Sucks so much. Hello, voice. You're late? Nah, you're just in time. Welcome, welcome. Cold Bog, the Tospia Swamp. Small hills. Small hills in a river. Cold Bog. Fuck it. Fuck it, why not? Actually, I know exactly why not. We'll go for it, though. The mole men are the super assholes this time around instead of the cannibals. I quite liked the cannibals, but oh well. I don't think this will be a very long one, but we'll see what we can manage. We'll go for the Cold Bog. Make sure you're healthy. Make sure you're capable. Make sure you're not gonna get a bad back for Christmas next year. And randomize. And randomize. And you're okay. And randomize. And you're okay. So, the starting generation here. I guess I can also go for these guys too. Ugly Jogger. Hey, that's nice. Also intellectual. Might bring you in, honestly. Quick Sleeper Jogger. Misogynist Pessimist. Great. Cyclically Dull, Industrious Masochist. Wow. Crafting, medical, cooking. That ain't so bad. Can probably keep you around for that. So we still need intellectual, mining, construction, and defense. You're none of these things. You're a tough undergrounder who's staggeringly ugly. You don't give us anything. You're not even fun. So we probably get you out of there for like in favor of red or something. Whoops. Did I do that right? Yeah, okay, I think I did. So that's research, medical, crafting generally, animals, plants to some degree, cooking to some degree. Really need mining, construction, and defense. Kamboa's generally got defense set. So, mining, construction. Creepy breathing, careful shooter with a skill of 1 in shooting. That's horrible. Terendi, hello, hello. How you doing? Also, Ferrari, welcome. How you doing? Happy to have you. The filter. This is probably one of my favorite mods, honestly, because it. Prepare carefully is cool, but it's really easy to cheat with prepare carefully. This just randomizes through the game. Like, it'd be the equivalent of hitting randomize until you find what you're after. Like, it saves you so much time, but it's still, this is a completely normal, completely natural colonist that you could have gotten by hitting randomize. That's why I love it. Like, it's not at all cheaty, it's just a time saver. So good. Hiya Wizards, also ZK. Welcome, welcome. I don't know about this guy. I'm tempted because careful shooter, but shooting skill of 1 though, like you're still terrible at it. Even with the careful shooting. 95%. A little higher than I'd expect actually. And you are interested in it. I don't know, maybe. We also got Kamboa for like actual shooting. Iron-willed abrasive jogger. Nice. So we got no mining currently and not really any construction. Right. So one of you is gonna have to go. Probably you. Great memory, bloodlust, slowpoke. I think we switch you out for somebody. We want generally construction. I guess you can also help out with the mining a little bit if needed. So we'll say filter. We'll say like at least 6 construction. See how that goes. Well, there you go. Mining and construction. Only 16 years old. Are we sure about that? Wow. I guess. Undergrounder, cyclically dull, greedy. Doesn't really like their sister. Okay. Cool. Hello, Verithan. Welcome, welcome. This guy's had a hard life. 16 years old. Looks like he's fucking in his 50s or something, though. Man. Cool. Like, your entire life is mining and a little bit construction. You're actually a little bit terrible, but oh well. Also, the greedy is a bit of a problem. But I think we've got the basic set, so that's okay. That is okay. And you're with Squirrel? Okay, Squirrel's not actually one of the colonists. So that's okay. I think I'm happy with it. While I could sit there and take advantage of the random plus mod and just like find a really cool embark setup, A, it's a cold bog. I don't think we're going to be making it very long. And B, to compensate for the fact that I do have a mod that I could potentially exploit and all that.
I have a good feeling about this particular RimWorld.
Ah, JSass, good feeling about this particular RimWorld. I got a terrible feeling about it, but we'll see how it goes, JSass. I don't know. How much you want to bet you get one of the starting colonists? God damn it. Have you put exclamation mark join in, by the way, JSS, or even in the queue? And thank you very much for the €5. That's very generous of you. Many thanks. Hello, Lucas Ed. How you doing? Highest medical is 4. Yeah. Like it's what I do to compensate for the fact that I am using a mod that I could hugely take advantage of. Like, I roll until I get people who are healthy and capable, but to compensate for that, I'm kind of just a little bit taking what we get. This is actually a lot less tree-y than I remember. This might not be so bad. It does have a lot of the nasty marsh tiles, though. Rich soil. We started like right on rich soil. But you get like all the mud everywhere, and I think there's still, yeah, marshy soil. Just a lot of it. I feel like this changed a little bit, or I got really lucky with it. Because swamp is just like literally trees. Like, you can't do anything on it. This may not be so bad though. And there's also heal root that we can have. Any berries? There's even berries. Wow, okay, well. Hey, okay. Yeah, doing okay, Lucas. My day started off with a massive headache. Generally just been unmotivated today, but the headache got better, and motivation a little bit getting there. Also the anima tree there. That's quite cool. My wife discovered actually the anima tree, if you have somebody who is against like the artificial body parts because they got that trait or whatever, if they're against that and you still use the anima tree whatever to get the Psylink thing, that will still count against their want for a natural body, even though it was just like naturally acquired. It's kind of strange, kind of weird. Body Pierce, that's the one, thank you. It's weird. It's really weird. Because like you naturally, it's just like something that was bestowed upon you from nature. It'd be a little bit like stubbing your toe on the bed and like, oh, I'm a body pierce and all my toes fucked from this event that happened. Oh, and it's strange. A body pierce sucks. That's fucking horrible. Let's get these guys named. I think we've waited long enough for a couple of the last few to come in. We'll go from left to right. Picking 5. Whew, okay, no JSass. I was a little bit afraid, honestly. We got Old Gru, RK Steel, The Few, Bio. I always click social, I don't know why. Dev Still, and White. They're only 16. They haven't even been cryoed. Goody Two Shoes. Welcome, everybody. A couple new names. Very nice. Also, hello, Order of Azarath. How you doing? Yeah, new start. The other one. A couple food binges. They walked into some insects, and that's no good. We fell behind on food, so the food binge was a bit devastating. I'm kind of okay with where we started. It's a little bit centralized. Defense-wise, nothing too fantastic. We had the nice lake up to the north. That'd be a really good entry point to lure people in and defend from. Down south is definitely a problem, but if we do like a northern defense and some sort of a southwestern defense type thing, we could see if that's enough. Worst case, there is a bunch of mud here, which does slow down attackers as well. So there is that. Rich soil, absolute load of it. Trees, got a bunch of that. So let's chop wood in this general area, get a little bit of farming set up. Blind ourselves for a moment doing this. I want... My best grower was only like 5, I think. 4, actually. So we can't do anything too fancy here. I'm also going to try to keep it a little bit small. Yeah, with skill 4, we really can't do a whole lot. We can go for hops at least, so there's that. We could get some early beer going. I guess that'd be okay. And smoke leaf, but I don't really want to look at smoke leaf. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's, for the moment, that'll be that. Something like that, I think. Doctor 1 on Old Gru. Get others on, well, not even 4. Not yet, at least. Medical. Ugh. I guess, yeah. And I don't have the work tab mod on. Handling. I suppose. Cooking. Dev still. But we have Burning Passion in RK Steel. They're terrible at it, but they are interested. So we'll see about maybe doing butchering with RK Steel to get their skill up a little bit. For the moment, though, Dev still doing the actual cooking. Hunting, also Dev still. Well, hold on. Ooh, yeah, Dev still. Old Gru's, like, basically don't fight. RK Steel a bit shooting. You're the careful shooter. Shooting 1. RK Steel. Beauty 2 shoes is also a little bit shooting. Really, you're just these two are terrible at fighting, honestly. The two balding guys. Alright, so yeah, Dev still and the few can technically do the hunting. That's fine. Plant cutting for now, everybody. Like, just go for it, it's fine. The smithing, tailoring, crafting, all that business we don't care about. Clean then haul, sure. Research, if you're capable and cool, go for 1. What a mess. RK Steel and Old Gru. Do a bit of growing. Goody 2 shoes. Put you guys on 2. Something like that, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna set that on 4 for RK Steel, just so when we get a butcher table up, we'll, mess. Just assign that so, like, you do that. Be growing. I want to make it a little more visible, so I know where that is exactly. Because I'd like to see about springboarding right into getting a proper kitchen, freezer, dining area set up. I'd like that very much, I think. So we can say that's the freezer. There's also something of a door here for that. I mean, it's so cold outside, though. I don't think we need to worry about the airlock. Oh yeah, and actually, we're actually going to want a lot of growing, actually, because of the... I think we only had like 10 days of growing. So, yeah. The geothermal there, we're probably going to utilize. So some of this is going to be a little bit ucky. Toxic Fallout sucks, yeah. Not hugely following chat right now, apologies while I get sorted here. Just glanced over and saw that, yeah, I hate Toxic Fallout. Like, it's not that difficult to get around. It's actually quite easy, but it's just so annoying. Like, because there's not a whole lot you can do. Something like that. I don't have the complex furniture, which is the vent. Yeah, so definitely get that going. Put in a couple of research benches just generally there, that'll be fine. At some point we'll get that vented. So that'll be the warmth for what turns into our dining and joy room. That's going to be a freezer of some form. We can put in a Little butcher room. In there. The stove can be just, I guess, somewhere around here, at least for now. Something like that. Can you roof the entire map? It takes a bit of work, but yeah, you can. At least within some degree, because there's the margins here that you can't really build in at all. So, ugh. But you can get kind of close. Okay, plant cutting. Thank you, everybody. We'll set this on 2 for everybody. Well, like 3 for everybody except RK still, you can set it that on 2. So we still get some construction going on. And food. Harvest. RK Steel, come over here. Work on the bushes. Don't worry so much about the trees right now. I hope you automatically, like, just pound out bush harvesting. Nope, you're not. Yeah, damn it. Food. Pick up berries is what I wanted. I see. You really want to eat, huh? Okay, fine. There's enough berries, I think you could just have some raw. Bunch of savages. The second berries touch the ground, they come flying in. Ah. About how many tiles will that vent heat? I used to know. I want to say it was something weird like 21 by 11 or something like that. It can heat it decently well, but it depends hugely on the outside temperature. Right now it's 18°C outside, so it'll actually make it a little bit hot. We'll see. We'll manage it. With a couple vents here, we can have them both shut or just one open, or both of them open, so we can kind of get a variance in there. Where are the rest of those bushes that I had set up? Cancel all of those. Oops. I guess that works too. Cancel that too. Only cut down what needs to be cut down currently. Berry bush. There we are. I see. Okay. So select similar. Oh, it's just selecting a bunch of bushes. Wait. Because I misclicked, I think. Harvest. Go, 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 go. We'll also make something of a crafting spot. It can just be there, that's fine. Just hang out in the tree and make a couple of recurve bows. 2 of them. Please and thanks. Jam Jim, hello, welcome. How you doing, Jam Jim? Welcome, welcome. One of the hot potatoes. Can I get a shout out for J Jam Jim, please? Thanks for stopping in, man. How you doing? You had your hot potato turn was yesterday, I believe, wasn't it? How'd it go? I haven't been able to really keep up on the hot potato at all recently. Could eat 2 shoes with starvation. Well, come get some berries. Man, look, there's a dozen berries down here just about. Come on. It was Tuesday. Trick was today. Ah, right, Evil Trick. Evil Trick's probably still going today, ain't he? Recreation deprived. Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose. Oh, Verithan gifting a tier 1 sub to Jam Jim. Thank you very much. It's very generous of you. He just got off. Ah, okay. Very generous of you. Thank you very much. Mr. Teapot, welcome, welcome. RimWorld Colony. Yeah, RimWorld Colony, yeah. Was looking forward to watching the demise of the Flower Bedroom tribe. That's out. I guess we can remove the plan since we modified how we're doing that. Then I should probably expand this even more now that this is actually a little bit fleshed out. And probably actually just like the whole thing. Just go nuts with it, honestly. Get so much rice. Because growing in here, I think, was just like 10 days of the year. 20 days until the beginning of September. Okay. Okay, so we've actually got a little while. That's nice. Maybe shrink this a little bit then. And we can see about then doing some corn or something down here then. Oh. It's a lot of work for now, but it'll pay off. So, another door. Just there, I'll be fine. As far as recreation goes, yeah, fine. Have a hoopstone, whatever. Ugh. Yeah, it generally fits there. That'll be fine. Why can you only grow that time? Will the heat get too high or too low? It'll be too cold generally, because we're in the cold bog biome, which is basically just like a really cold swamp. So it'll be too cold for plants there. So the game just like, you know, it lets you know, just don't even think about it really. So we're gonna have to see about getting the backlog of food. And the geothermal currently blocked off until I know exactly what the temperature is doing, because right now 19C, that's basically perfect. That's totally fine. Final straw was naked. Goody two shoes, come on, man. You alright? Smithing. Looks like old Gru, after growing, is going to be doing some of the smithing. Make a few bows if you can. That's crafting. My bad, my bad. Still really wanna... Oh, well, I guess there's more growing to do, huh? Make some bows first, though, then. Sounds like a great vacation spot. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'd love to live here. This would be great. How we doing on those berry bushes? I don't see any berry bushes currently. We doing that? The fuse broken. Goody two shoes is broken. The people who are best with doing... Wait, no, they're the worst, actually. RK Steel. RK Steel. Maybe just plant it. Don't worry about the growing. Just plant cut. Go get us berries. We're very hungry. The whole colony. Waiting on you. Oh. Probably have you work overnight, too. What's still blurry? Twitch server's having a bit of an issue. Stream drops frequently here. It could be Twitch having an issue. It shouldn't be terribly blurry though. Anything on mine? Oh, there were some drop frames on my end, to be fair. A few. We have 752 drop frames. It looks like we may have had a small hiccup on my end. RK Steel, about to break. Naked, intense pain, hungry, slept at the cold, unsightly environment. Slept outside, chilly on the ground. Man, all these things, like, holy shit. But you're a tribe, there's not a lot I can do about it. Schedule. I am going to tell you. I'm going to tell you specifically, work like all the time. You can sleep later on in the day. Go get food. We need food. Major food poisoning. Oh, what's the food poison chance on Merciless? It has to be a lot higher than it claims. It has to be. Manipulation solo, you're botching all of these. Pretty much. Who else do we got? Like, maybe we just everybody plank out one, just figure it out. Go! Scatter! Be useful. Yeah! Cause man, I get food poisoning like all the time on Merciless nowadays. Hello, Zulopap. Welcome, welcome. Arcade Steel about to break still, yeah. So rough as a tribe, man. Like, you don't realize how necessary bedrooms are until you play as a tribe. Because there's so many negative rulers that just stack together, sleeping outside, on the ground, in the cold. We have a closed up room, so I suppose we could go for an awful barracks. Which, arguably is a little bit worse. But at least it's something. It's dry, indoors. Sad Wanderer on RK Steel. Chunk of spacecraft nearly killing somebody. RK Steel no longer wandering in sadness. That was a really quick one. Dev still finding some food. Who was the Few and Goody Two Shoes still doing their wander? A visitor named Ant with a few things to trade. I probably have nothing for you. How about everybody who's able, come here. How about this? This might be a bit easier for the colony because this whole berry thing, it ain't working out for them very well. Everybody equip some wood. We're going hunting. It's okay if they say that somebody else is already having it. It's fine. There's like 40 wood. There's plenty for everybody. Come over here. Let's club this turkey dead. I believe in you guys. RK Steel, maybe wait for everybody else a little bit. You're a bit fast. Kia! Food! Okay. Now. Somebody who can still construct. The Few. Campfire is on you. Maybe roof area first, and then the campfire. The whole lot of you. What else do we got around here? We could club Ant Dead and eat them, I suppose, but I'm still convinced cannibalism's just not worth it, man. There's a good lot of berries up here. Where to store it, right? I never did a basic stockpile either. Man, I'm so good at this. Just say generally here. Critical importance, raw food, and meals. RK Steel. Actually. The Few? You're doing a research bench thing. Yeah, go haul. You guys just maybe wait a minute. Perhaps build a roof area. Get that ready. Didn't I tell somebody to do the fire? Oh no, goody two shoes, you healthy? I guess you do the campfire. That's okay. Old Gru, just hang out and wait a minute. Raw berries, that's fine. Simple meal, do forever. Also, well actually no, don't worry about the times for it, takes too long. They'll probably break before they finish and we get nothing out of it. Butcher spot. Cause the butcher table, well the butcher table we can probably get set up real quick actually. Put it there where it's not too in the way. We'll get a work speed penalty because it's outdoors, but it's fine. It still gets done pretty quickly. Okay. Butcher creature. Do forever. Get a door in here to simplify things a little bit more for us. We'll haul these urgently. Make a little dumping stockpile just over there is fine. Throw them over there. Get them out of the doorway basically though. I will even go ahead and queue up a little table to eat at. Jeez, look at that. Didn't I tell this not to automatically do that? Okay. So. I assume we still have some raw berries somewhere? Maybe? Gosh, you're slow. 53 berries though on the few. Okay, so kind of sort of a little bit. Dev still. Unloading inventory. When you're done, grab a bow. The few, when you're done, grab a bow. Because you two are the hunters. You are set for hunting, generally a little bit, kind of. I got you on hauling one just to gather up the berries that are around, because... yeah. I guess that's all the berries. So, hunting one. Cool basic food. Elk, are we calling elk basic food? Maybe, possibly, I don't know. Also the does and rams. Turkey if it's around somewhere. I think the hares and rats we ignore for the moment though. And a bunch of caribou. Caribou? Quite a large pack though, right? Quite a large pack, quite a lot of speed. It's only 2% though. Do we risk it? Elk are also the same speed. I guess we can risk it. Go for caribou also. We'll pretend the grizzly bear doesn't exist. Oh god. Oh god. The butchering I wanted to have RK Steel technically do it. Technically. Are you holding out on us? Put him down. Butcher that. And we did get that roofed up. Yes. Okay. Drop it there. That's fine. The cooking will be Dev still. Dev still's about to break.
Been considering moving over to Patreon. Hopefully XCOM series will keep on going for a while. Would love to be part of it. Cheers.
Hey, Mr. Meteor, thank you very much. Been considering moving over to Patreon. Hopefully XCOM series will keep going on for a while. We'd love to be part of it. Cheers. Yeah, man, the Terror for the Deep thing that I've got going on, the War of Terrifying Silence, that's going to be going on for a little while still, yeah. There's an okay chance of getting in at this point. Old Gru with the tantrum, gonna smash things in his non-existent room. Okay, well, have fun with that. It's just so ugly outside in nature. Oh, unbelievable. And yeah, I'll haul those inside. That's fine. Caribou Revenge. God fucking damn it. And it's a whole lot of them because it paused time. Jesus fucking Christ. How the fuck did I know it? Okay, everybody inside. Old Gru, you two, tantrum your way on in. Thankfully, it's just 3. And I hope you know how to fight. I hope you can tank, actually. Maybe we can take on a couple here. Between Dev still and the few, if Ant's tanking. Maybe. Change target on this one in the back. Try to wound them all if you can. Just a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier for us. This one's actually coming straight for us. Watch out. RK stealing good at T-shoes. Please intercept. Dev still. Behind a tree. The few. That's okay. Everything's fine. And keep it up down there. You're doing great. Please work on the one right in front of us. Okay. Good job. How you doing? Just a bruise and a crack. And how you doing? Not great. Not a whole lot longer, but same thing with the caribous. They ain't doing so great. There we go. Look, stuff. Nice. Nice. Okay, well done, everybody. Prioritize hunting. Prioritize hunting. The two of you. I guess you finish it off. RK Steel. We got some fucking pemmican. Nowhere to store it. Excuse me? What do you mean nowhere to store it? I mean, old Gru's having a bit of a shit fit inside, but like, what? Meals? Oh, okay. All pemmican. There's an Eltex vest normal. I guess force wear that. I know you can't really use it. And I suppose we can see about rescuing this guy. He's like about to die though, right? Well, not really actually. I'm gonna strip you definitely. It'll anger them. How much? Oh, that ain't that much. That's fine. Alright, rescue Ant. Resting. Are we... I guess we're not finishing that off? Feel free to finish that off. We'll see about rescuing him, getting him healed up. Tribal wear and parka, that's a little more clothing for us. When you're done finishing that off, have a tribal wear. The few, when you're done with that, have a parka. Dev still, when you're done, have a great bow. I suppose. Put people on doctor's care, but no medicine. Let's see how that goes. Old Gru, welcome back. How you doing? Tending to Ant. Perfect. Ant will not be getting the herbal medicine. We are hanging on to that for a rainy day. Cool. Very nice. Yeah, if we can save them for a bit of goodwill, cool, awesome. But really just wanted their clothing. And also their stuff. That works out really well. That's actually a pretty cool cool time for all that to have happened. And there's nowhere to store like any of this, man. Ugh. Alright. Nobody really actually has any medical need at all. We got out of that pretty well. We got a bit of food from the caribou. 119 meat we've got. Yeah, definitely cook that up. That's great. That's good eating. And we can probably put everybody on just an anything schedule and likely forget about that. And we'll leave it here because it's generally about time to stop. Lot of wood. Lot of wood. We'll see how this one goes. I got generally a pretty rough feeling about it. I remember the cold bog being worse than this, though. I remember it having a lot more trees and everything. So it might not actually be so bad. I don't know.